My name is Ben Miller and I'm a senior attorney with MNK Law. In this video on employer separation agreements, I'll tell you about several areas where your HR-approved standard form separation agreement might be deficient and could leave you vulnerable. In case you don't already know, a separation agreement, also called a severance agreement, is a legal contract governing the specific terms of an employee's separation from employment. Most commonly, it includes a release of the employee's legal claims against the employer in exchange for a severance payment or other benefit that the employee is not otherwise entitled to receive. Picture this scenario. A valuable member of your team is leaving your company under difficult circumstances, and you are concerned with legal liability for one reason or another. You want some certainty with respect to each party's rights and obligations following the separation, and you want to make sure your business will not be sued or otherwise harmed by the departing employee. You contact your HR manager or vendor to finalize the particulars, and HR gives you a template separation agreement that HR received or created for a prior and unrelated matter. You are then told to have the employee sign the form and that will ensure the company is protected. Months later, the employee who left sues your business and your attorney gives you the bad news. The separation agreement you used is missing key provisions that would have properly protected your business had they been included. In this nightmare example, the business owner learned a valuable lesson that template forms generated for unrelated matters cannot substitute the need for an attorney, and they should not be relied upon as effective legal documents. Let's take a look at some specific areas where template severance agreements often fall short. First, the scope of the release. For employers, the primary benefit in a separation agreement is the employee's release of all claims, which is supposed to prevent the departing employee from filing a lawsuit against the employer for anything that occurred prior to the separation agreement. If a release is defective, this benefit to the employer is totally negated. Although most release language is standard, many releases fail to include all required language to properly effectuate the release as to certain claims. For example, a separation agreement with an employee aged 40 or older must include a provision specifically releasing claims under the Age Discrimination in Employment Act. And the agreement must comply with all procedural requirements under the Older Workers Benefit Protection Act, including the time the employee has to review and/or revoke a signed agreement. Otherwise, the release does not extend to these types of claims, and this leaves the employer vulnerable. Next, non-disparagement. A well-written separation agreement will also contain appropriate non-disparagement language which prevents the departing employee from making any untruthful, malicious, disparaging, or defamatory statements in any form about the employer. This provision may also specifically call out any conduct that the employer is particularly concerned with, such as negative posts on Glassdoor, Yelp, or other online forums. We have seen numerous separation agreements that do not go far enough to protect the employer in this regard. Next, confidentiality. The separation agreement should include comprehensive confidentiality provisions to prevent the departing employee from disclosing the terms of the agreement. The agreement should also obligate the employee to maintain the confidentiality of all proprietary or confidential information that the employee learned while employed. Although the idea of a separation agreement may sound relatively simple, there are a multitude of issues that may be addressed in a separation agreement besides simply a release of claims. Each employment termination situation is different, and we recommend consulting with an experienced attorney to help ensure your separation agreement accomplishes exactly what your company needs. If you would like further information on separation agreements, please contact us at info@mnklawyers.com or visit us at mnklawyers.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.